The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. From Heinz Field as Chris Boswell tees it up and boots it away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Mercedes-Lewis.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down.
An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
The 1-yard line.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
At the 4-yard line.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Green Bay.
Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Packers have taken the early lead. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a first and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Ebron caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
At the 49-yard line.
First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the counter, it's Conner. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. He was trying to dance in around the sideline, but fell just a couple of yards short. Still, he's got him in great position.
He certainly does. They did a nice job keeping him from getting into the end zone, but they're definitely back on their heels after that run.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss on the play. 2nd and goal at the Packers' 7-yard line.
They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Chris Boswell.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the final tally. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
End of the first quarter with the score Steelers 10, Packers 7.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that. But it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
On the play.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They go draw play. This is Samuels. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Austin. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers! Aaron Jones with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Or just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd down. Roethlisberger setting up the screen. This is Samuels. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Roethlisberger will throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here we go. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him. Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. And the Packers pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Green Bay touchdown.
Mason Crosby for the extra point.
And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got it and took off, there was no catching it. And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive. And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. A short little throw to Ebron. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one goes for 24 yards. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Covered by Jair Alexander.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And down inside the 15 he goes. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 31-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, it's Samuels. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Take both of them.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Able to hit his target, Claypool. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the lead down to 5. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6.
From the 29, Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
6 yards to go.
Working from the gun, Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And Adams has it complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. On first down, Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Back now in Pittsburgh. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
At the 38-yard line.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run forward with Connor. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Jones. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
First down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Hayward on the tackle.
Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9. At the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Check 41.
To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
On the run.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Rodgers going to keep it here.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Rodgers to throw. And that's complete to Lewis. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And it's 3rd down.
To throw is Rodgers. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Beyond for the field goal. A 30-yard.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Back to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain.
Roethlisberger to throw.
At the 43-yard line.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Complete to Jalen Samuels. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Today's final score, Packers 24.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be